Good afternoon. My name is James Boyd, and I'm the president of the Portsmouth branch of the NAACP. I have commissioned the Portsmouth branch to launch an official investigation into the activities surrounding the death of Walter Brown III. Let me say at the outset that I offer my sincere condolences to the Brown family and to pledge to them and the citizens of the city of Portsmouth that we will not rest until justice is served. This investigation will be launched to get the facts. I have directed Kimberly Hudson, Dr. Kimberly Hudson, to lead our investigation. She is chair of our legal redress team, and she has my utmost confidence as she goes through her investigative process. Let me say to every citizen of this city that this is a moment for us to come together as one people to get justice for this family and to get justice for this community. We will not sit idly by and allow things to happen in our community and be voiceless. This is our time for us to come together, to unify as one people, to find facts, to find the truth, and to ultimately find justice for Brother Brown and for his family. So again, we offer our sincere condolences to this family and pledge our resources and support to them through this difficult time. Now I would like to turn it over to the chair of our Legal Redress Committee, Dr. Kimberly Hudson.
Again, our deepest sympathy to the Brown family and the time of their sorrow. The NAACP's sole purpose is to dismantle the system of racism that has caused so much suffering in the United States. As with other units across the country, we are charged with monitoring police actions and protecting our communities from such abuse of power. It is the responsibility of the legal redress team to ensure that a complete, independent investigation or fact-finding process is conducted into the events that led to the fatal shooting of Mr. Walter Brown III on yesterday, March 24th, 2015. Past history of the community has been mistrust of the police, and we do not want to deepen it. Therefore, in the interest of justice, review police reports, interviewing individuals, if there was a gun, the how, when, and where of its introduction. Was the pursuit unreasonable, and was the force used unreasonable under the circumstances? We are seeking accountability and transparency for the law enforcement officer's action and the police department's actions, as deadly force should always be the last resort. Thank you.
Is there anything that you have heard so far for the investigation that concerns you?
We have heard conflicting stories, but until we are able to investigate deeper, once we do additional investigation, then we will come forward with our reports. There are some conflicting accounts.
Do you plan to review the taser video or audio? We learned yesterday that the police officers have audio or video capability on the tasers that they would have used.
Yes, we intend to review the audio. In addition, we would like to review the internal reports of the police department's investigation.
Are you able to say what some of those conflicting accounts are?
We won't discuss them at this time.
What's the next step for you? I mean, how does this process play out for people at home that don't understand exactly what you're going to be doing?
Well, the process has already begun. We started interviewing and having conversations with individuals yesterday, and that process continues today. We will go over the police chief's statements in addition to any other accounts that witnesses have told news stations. We will look into other individuals who might be witnesses, and then we will request documents from the police department.
Are you aware of there being an eyewitness to this shooting?
It is my understanding that there may be.
Do you have any, I guess Portsmouth police are now handing it off to state police in terms of the investigation. Is that a good step in your opinion, or what do you think?
Yes, we applaud the chief's effort to send the investigative process to an independent body of adjudicators. That's very important. We've seen across this country where bias can impede justice, and I'm glad and we support his efforts to do so.
I was wondering, because the chief mentioned last night that he and the police department have been working with the NAACP in different ways and met with. And Kimberly mentioned transparency. I don't know if you feel, or what your take is, if you feel that they will be able to be transparent and work well with your group on its investigation.
Well, let me say, we've had conversations with the chief. That is correct. However, the NAACP allegiance is to justice. That's where our allegiance lies. So yes, we've had conversations with the chief. However, our main mission is for justice to prevail in this situation.
Have those conversations led you to feel confident that the police will work with you in giving you the documents and things like that, the information you need for your investigation to find out really what all went on?
I can't speak to what he will or will not do. I think the future will prove that. Again, however, we've had conversations, but again, our allegiance is to justice, and in this case, for Brother Brown.
Do you have to formally request the taser video or audio? How does that process work to take a look at that and listen to that?
We would request it formally. They can tell us, they may decide to give it to us informally, otherwise we will do a request formally from the department.
And will you be doing the investigation yourself?
I will be leading a team of investigators, yes.
Is this the first time your office has handled an officer-involved shooting, an investigation here in Portsmouth?
The administrative team of the NAACP here is new, so this is our first police shooting involved investigation, yes.
Will you be working with any other agencies for this investigation?
When the time comes, yes.
Have you coordinated at all with the police chief as far as your investigation is concerned since you started doing interviews yesterday? Or?
Well, as we stated previously, it's completely independent fact-finding. We're not out to accuse anyone. We seek information, and with that information, we report back. Unbiased. You know, we are essentially mediators. We're neutral, and it's for justice. It's a fact-finding process. We are attempting to make sure that the community and society knows what happens. We hope that we have a relationship with the police department, that we can get the information that we need. However, we will do what's necessary to achieve our mission, which is justice for the community.
And how do you think people, what are their attitudes toward police, you think, in Portsmouth?
I think there's fair mistrust in certain circumstances. Obviously, across the country we've seen to where the trust is not as where it needs to be, and that does exist here in the city of Portsmouth. However, we're confident that in this situation we can have justice, and we can do it in a way that's transparent. And I encourage the chief to do so in a transparent manner so that we can get justice for this family. Find the facts and find the truth.
And I mean, is there like a specific incident that you can recall that maybe that has led to some mistrust, or where is that coming from?
No, I don't want to get into this. This is about justice for Brother Brown. That's why we're here today.
Is it your understanding at all? Do you know yet? I know the police account said he had a gun. His family saying he didn't. Do you know if that is? Have you heard anything or on that front at all yet?
Well, as we stated, I gave a list of the things that we will be reviewing, and that is one of the issues. If there was a gun, the how, the when, and the where of its introduction. We don't have that information. The only way we'll be able to get that is to continue interviewing individuals. Maybe there's a recording somewhere, etc. But as of now, we have just as much information with regard to the gun as you would.
All right.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Justice will prevail. Justice will prevail. Thank you.